Nirvana means in Sanskrit, blow out. That is, exhale the breath.
And I guess we'll just get rolling, dude. Guys, welcome back to the podcast. I'm sitting here today with Isaac Pelayo, the homie.
That's right.
It was great to reconnect with you today.
I don't have it is, but I don't have a beer to cheers, so I'm gonna have to cheers you some water or something.
I know. We could cheers with one of those rolls of film you got down there. Damn, I'm just seeing the spread you got laid out.
You're right.
What do you got? 200, 400, 800. Damn, he's got the spectrum.
I got a little bit of everything. Well, I just got put onto this new film called Brainwave.
Really?
They're actually homies with the homies, and I was at Complex Con. I had one roll of film on me, and I was on my last 3 shots, and I was like, dude, there's no way that I didn't bring extra film. And my homie was like, dude, turn around. And
Fuck, you know what I'm missing? I know I'm cutting you off.
Oh no, you're right.
I wear sunglasses on every episode, dude. I'm like raw dogging it right now.
Yeah, that's why I put my shit on. I was like, oh no.
Holy shit, dude. Sorry.
Do you not have sunglasses?
Give me 1 second.
You can keep that first part though.
I'm keeping it.
Yeah, that first part was nice.
We'll cut it.
Oh shit.
It's almost funny to just keep it all.
Yeah, honestly, it would be really good to keep it all.
Guys, we're back. Sorry about that. Where were you? You were telling me about Comic Con.
No, Complex.
Complex Con.
Complex Con. Cancel Con. Yeah, so I was at Complex Con, and then my homie was like, yo, turn around. And I turned around, and the fucking gates of heaven just opened right in front of me, and it was a booth that was selling film.
Really?
Yeah, it was this homie from out here, and he's got this film called Brainwave. He makes it himself. So I've never tried it, and I told him, I said, give me one of each.
Brainwave 400.
Yeah.
Damn, that's so fucking cool. Holy shit.
Yeah, so I got the 800 in my.
It says, not all those who wander are lost.
Right.
400 Brainwave, 200 Brainwave. Yeah. I've never heard of this shit. That's pretty cool.
I know, and he's like mutual friends with friends. So
they got a website? Brainwave? Yeah, Brainwave.
I think it's just called Brainwave.
I'm going to have to check it out, dude.
Yeah, dude.
So,
Torture.
Do you want to tell the people just a little bit about you? And then I want to talk about how you kind of got into shooting film and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, what should I tell them? What do they want to know?
Well, just for anybody that doesn't know who you are.
Well, there's a misconception about me that I'm 5'9". I'm actually 6'1".
That's what I thought too.
Yeah. It don't look like it, but yeah.
No. I'm sitting up on a cushion, so I'm higher than him.
And
I'm actually shorter than him.
I'm heavy, so I'm sinking into this. This is a comfortable couch. I mean, shit.
I mean, I guess you're like a man of many talents, so I'm not quite sure how to break you down. I've known you probably for how long? 7 years, 8 years now?
2018, maybe early 2019. I can't recollect.
I remember meeting you at a party and just being like, let me take your photo. I think you look cool.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah. That was tight. Those are the vibes.
Yeah, back in the day.
Your last place was really dope though, dude. I remember when you first brought me there. Like, we keep talking about it. The whole setup was dope with the orange trees.
And the garage was cool.
Yeah, everything was just so quaint.
Yeah. It was very Glendale.
Yeah.
The
wood floor and all the books stacked. I was like, dude, this is my fucking shit right here.
I love that. I wish you could see my house now in Wisco. That's why I'm trying to figure out how to commission you.
Oh yeah, dude. Well, dude, I want to do a road trip.
Really?
I want to do a US road trip.
That sounds fun.
Just go get inspiration, take a shit ton of film, and document the whole thing.
Fuck yeah.
I just need a couple of homies that are down to do it.
That'd be cool. I mean, I'd be down. We got to make it into like a content thing though.
Oh, for sure. 100%. Just link up with different people in those cities.
Yeah.
Shoot for whatever, do whatever, and then I want to go for inspiration for painting. I want to, because my film stuff is it's typically for reference material to paint.
Sure.
And then all the excess stuff, I just turn it into content for a book or something.
Sure.
So
you're a painter.
Yeah, I'm a painter.
Artist. Entrepreneur.
Mainly a painter. I'm a painter on Mondays and Tuesdays, and then the rest of the day I just kind of whatever I want to do.
Sure.
Pretty much.
That's pretty sick, dude.
Yeah.
I've heard this story before, but I think it's so interesting. How did you kind of get into painting?
Well, I started painting when I dropped out of college. You know that I've been making art my entire life. I've been doing that since day one. My dad's a fine artist, so that's how I got my introduction to art. He was my first inspiration. But growing up in LA, it's inevitable that you're just going to be around art. Whether it be fashion, whether it be music, graffiti, or fine art. and I was around everything. So naturally, it just fed into my creative vein, and I just ran with it. So making pencil drawings, graphite on paper up until I was like 18, 19. And then when I got to college, I wanted to start painting because my work started to look too close to my dad's work. You know, my dad's a hyper realist with pencil, and we would exhibit our work together, and people would just assume that my work was his work. So I was like voiceless.
Sure.
I was like in the shadow. I wasn't even in the shadow. I was like non-existent. So I was like, all right, I need my own identity here. So when I got to college, I wanted to start painting, and I couldn't take certain classes. I had to take the prerequisites in order to get to the advanced classes. By the time I was in college, I was like a crazy draftsman already.
Sure. Where did you go to college? College?
UNLV.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
I random, dude. My ex went to UNLV, and so when I moved out to Vegas to go be with her full time, her parents were like super judgmental. What are you gonna do with your life?
Sure.
And I'm like, paint or draw, and they're like, who the fuck is this Mexican kid who has no job, no college, like education? Like, what are you gonna do? So I ended up going to college and getting a job. So I went to UNLV. She was a dancer at UNLV, which was cool. You know, I was there for 2 years, but I dropped out because I just got tired of the, like, you know, trying to do things for other people. I was expecting it to be some like Ivy League fucking Harvard experience. You know, it was not like that. I was just super bored. I think the best thing that I got out of it was the 6 months that I took Photoshop and the other 6 months of Illustrator.
That's funny you say that. I tell everybody that. I feel like I could have learned everything I learned about photography in New York. The only thing I took away really was the Photoshop.
Yeah. Dude, I use it every
learning
day.
Adobe like changed the game.
I use it every day. I use it for mundane things.
It's crazy now with the AI kind of built in too.
Yeah, it's nuts. The generative AI.
Yeah, generative fill.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's nuts. Yeah. I mean, I try hard not to use it because, but it is a tool. It is a good
it's
tool.
definitely a tool. For me, it's like more about like stretching a background so it fits in a crop usually. Fucking Instagram crop.
100%.
Feeling my soul.
Yeah, I fuck with it for reasons like that too. But the Adobe stuff that I got out of college was like the most like that helped me make money in life. So that was dope. I should have taken like a business course or even, you know, like a theater course because I act too. And so I would have gotten more out of theater work than art because I mean, they didn't teach me anything that I didn't already know.
Sure.
And so when I left, I started painting with oil, and within a year I got really good really fast. My second year of painting, I got picked up by Westside Gunn.
Really?
Yeah. Like he thought I was like already like lit.
So you met him pretty early.
Pretty early. Oh yeah. I met Wes hit me up in 2017, like right after him and his boys got signed to Shady.
Really?
Yeah, him, Conway, and Benny. I think Benny was signed to Shady. I'm not too sure, but I know him and Conway got signed to Shady for sure.
Sure.
And that's how I found out who they were because at the time, like I was doing music heavy, and I was paying attention to all the blogs and all who's coming out. You know, Double XL, The Source, Hip Hop DX. I was paying attention to all that shit. So I heard about these guys who got signed, and people were calling them like the new Wu-Tang. So I was like, all right, let me check them out. Fell in love with the work. I was like, dude, these guys are fucking dope. I love their sound. And months later, Wes just hits me up in the DM out of nowhere.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he was like, I want to work. He's like, I love your work. What do you have for sale? He wasn't really interested in anything that I had available, but he was like, you know what? I want to. Are you down to do my album cover instead? And that's how that relationship flourished.
Damn, that's wild.
And now here I am. Like, he's my guy.
Yeah. Because I know your work quite well.
Yeah.
I've been watching you forever. When did like kind of that Renaissance vibe trickle in? I mean, I know you do such a mixed media of it now, but it's you still have that underlying kind of vibe.
I think,
or like, is there something that inspired you on the way up? I like to tell people stories of like kind of how they got to kind of where they are or where they're going. And I'm just curious, like, from school to then like where you are now, where did that influence kind of come from?
Well, it was always an influence. I think, when I was a kid, I used to draw Renaissance stuff all the time. I would draw Mona Lisa and, creation of Adam and make my own versions of that. I would draw angels all the time. And I was always moved by that work, but I think as a kid I was so engulfed in street art and the contemporary world that it didn't really show up in my work until I got into painting. When I got into painting, that's when I really was like, because there's not a lot of Renaissance, Baroque period drawings that you can remember right away. There aren't like masterpieces that are graphite on paper or charcoal on paper. It's all paintings or sculpture.
Sure.
The only drawings that I could really think of are like either drawings by Da Vinci, which are very few.
Yeah.
And like maybe etchings by Rembrandt or
there's like some outline shit with Michelangelo.
Albrecht Dürer or something,
yeah.
like an Albrecht Dürer sketch or etching that you probably recognize right away, like the praying hands. The praying hands are by Albrecht Dürer. So
Sure.
everybody has that shit tattooed on them. You know what I mean? Like every gangster in the hood has that shit. So it definitely, you know, when I got into painting is when it really started to appear. And I felt like, okay, if I want to be a master, I have to study the masters. I don't think I'm a master at all by any means, but I definitely
Says
learned a lot.
every true master.
Nah, I mean, there's still a lot to learn though. That's the thing.
A wise man knows nothing.
Yeah. He who knows does not speak. He who speaks does not know. But no, really though, I feel like every time I paint, I learn something new. There's always a new trick. There's always a new approach.
Sure.
There's always different techniques. I'm always applying different techniques and different, approaches with every painting that I do. And definitely, you know, like I said, when I got into painting, the Renaissance stuff really started to infiltrate and appear in my work. And I felt like I had to do a lot of different stuff in order to find the style that I have now. I had to go through the waves. I had to like go through all these different filters to really cut out all the excess. Like, all right, I don't need this. I don't need that. I think
that's part of growing as an artist too. You know, some people get that style trap.
Yeah.
And then if they think their work is good, they're done.
I look at my life like almost like a sculptor who uses granite or, you know, marble or something, where people have to build on stuff, where like a sculptor, you're carving it out. And I feel like my whole life I've been carving out stuff that I don't need to get to what I am.
Damn, that's pretty sick analogy actually.
You know what I mean? Like I felt like I've had to cut out bullshit and excess stuff in order to find like what's in the center.
Sure.
And at the center, at the core of it is where I'm at. Whereas people are like, all right, I'm gotta build from nothing and then mold into who I become. Yeah. Where I feel like I've always was this person. I just had to carve it out.
I love that.
Yeah.
I fucking love that, dude. Yeah. That's pretty. I've never heard anybody kind of explain it like that, like searching kind of almost deep inside for that light. It kind of brings me to like a bigger question that I ask quite a bit on this podcast of like, when creating, like what's your vibe with like tuning into higher consciousness and like ideas that like, you know, like where do ideas come from? Like, do you have certain techniques that you do to like get yourself in that like flow state, or do you just show up with discipline like when you're set for those times, or where do you think that goes? Does that make any sense at all?
Yeah, I know.
Sorry, I'm a little feel Vaughn.
Yeah, I know what you're trying to say. My inspiration and my ideas come from experience.
Sure.
Like whether it be a direct, I think it has to be a direct experience. I can't paint vicariously through other people. I have to go through it in order to talk about it. Because it's all feeling. When I'm working, I'm painting on raw energy.
Yeah,
and
intuition.
I have to paint like I'm living it.
Yeah,
like
you're tapping into something.
Yeah, I have to tap into the chi of whatever I'm trying to say. Mm-hmm. I have to know it.
Like, do you ever do it and you go, fuck, where did that come from?
Yeah, and it sometimes, and it's like, it's weird when something's happening and I'm like, oh, yeah, it just came out of nowhere. But most of the time when I'm putting stuff on canvas, I know where it's coming from. It's coming from like in.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's very conscious. It's very purposeful.
Sure.
Some of the work.
This episode of Between Two brought to you by our official sponsor, Haze. Haze isn't just a drink, it's a whole vibe. Smooth, sweet, timeless crafted sodas. Guys, these things are amazing. My favorite one is actually the blue raspberry or maybe the huckleberry. But I'm not going to lie, the root beer is actually a classic banger. check out the new drops by Hayes too. Purple champagne and pink champagne coming soon. And if you're looking for something a little sweeter, Hayes also makes THC-infused gummies. A bold flavor like lemon, peach mango, green apple, blue raspberry, watermelon, and Washington cherry. Guys, these things are bangers. Pick one up.
It's interesting because when you saw my pivot in 2020, that's when I really started going crazy.
Yeah.
And a lot of that stuff came out of frustration. It came out of depression. It came out of like anxiety and anger. And it became sort of a thing that just sort of like sprouted out of me. And I didn't know where it came from. But I think it was always in me. Something had to trigger it to let it come to the surface.
Sure.
The grime had to come to the surface.
Sure.
And then I had to sift through that grime in order to like be able to scrawl in it and manipulate it and change it and make it something that I can use, a tangible tool, not just something that was messy. And I think, again, that was me carving and sifting through the muck to eventually get to this point. But my inspiration comes from experiences. I tell people that shit all the time. If you want to be a good storyteller, I think I look at art as storytelling.
Sure.
And not so much of like an idea. I'm not trying to sell or explain an idea. I'm trying to share a story with people.
Sure.
And that story in a sense is free. I mean, I'm not asking, you can ask me about the painting and I'll tell you about it. If you want it for yourself, then obviously, it comes with a price.
Sure.
But I tell people, especially young artists, I say, go live life. If you're not living life, you're not going to have anything good to talk about. Sincerely, you can't tell, you can't, I mean, you can be like a good, novel writer and like make up, like you could be like,
I don't even know if that's like, I don't know. Cause I think you do need experience to be able to communicate life.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's some symbolic meaning in like the Harry Potter books.
Sure.
But, J.K. Rowling was in a fucking ditch when she wrote that.
But you could break that down to like, what is it? Man's search for meaning. No, it's like the hero's journey.
It's the hero story for sure. Yeah. I mean, it's the underdog, the people that the person that everybody overlooks and like the one who's bullied. And it's like almost like a Christ-like character in a way. It's almost biblical. Like he was the chosen one.
Yeah.
Like he was chosen to liberate everybody from all like the evil and shit. And then people might not look at it that way, but you make the comparisons. It's kind of like Christ-like in a way. It's prophecy.
100%.
And so
I wish I could think of the author of the book that I'm trying to reference, but it's all about the hero's journey. Anyways.
There's a lot of stories like that though.
Yeah.
But maybe JK was trying to create a hero for herself.
Yeah. Well, the question is, even she says it, she was living in this tiny flat in London or somewhere in England, and this story flowed through her. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe she was searching for guidance herself and she created that guidance from out of what she was going through.
Totally.
So, I mean, it's very rare when people can just like make up a story and then it be very meaningful. Totally. I feel like good stories have meaning to them because they're trying to teach you something. Yeah. And I feel like I'm trying to teach people something.
Totally.
Maybe don't make the same mistakes as me, or don't take anything for granted.
Yeah.
Or
step your game up, bitch.
Or that too. Yeah. Stop. Like my homie Ken's right here. So in his words, he'd be like, stop being a bitch and just be a top G.
Yeah.
So, you probably, it depends on how you look at it. But I feel like I'm definitely trying to give people game, especially young people. I don't want to gatekeep. Yeah. I hate that shit.
I love that.
I just want to go live life, have some down moments, and then learn from it, and then be able to share what I learned from it and tell people like, hey, this is what this is what happened to me. This is how I got through it. Yeah. Maybe it'll work for you. Maybe it won't. But at least the game is free. Yeah.
And I think when you treat your life like that, the positive energy just gets bigger.
Karma.
And bigger and bigger. Yeah.
Good karma. It's crazy we're even talking about this right now because this year's been fucking. Yeah. Dude. Yeah. This year's been a year. I'm talking about in every aspect of it. This year has been my most challenging year mentally.
Really?
I'm talking about like in the hospital, in therapy, really changing every lifestyle I can think of type of year. Yeah, it's been a super
like in
spiritual
a positive
shift.
Way, or
well, I'm looking at it positively.
Sure.
Where others might look at it like the world is crashing down on them. But yeah, I had some crazy shit. Like I had a panic attack at the top of the year that fucked me up really bad.
Really?
And my anxiety since then has been through the roof. He was there with me when the shit happened. Out of nowhere, like we were just helping a friend move and I was like blacking out.
Oh, weird.
And I fucking freaked the fuck out. I ended up at the hospital, took a bunch of blood work tests, x-rays, CAT scans. Yeah, I thought I was fucking dying. And ever since then, like I've had like multiple panic attacks. My anxiety has been like through the roof. It's like my mind got hijacked and I had to like work my way through that, dude. It's been rough. It's been a rough year.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Was there any partying attached to that?
No,
happening?
not at all, which is crazy. I think what I've been going through this year has been something that I can't explain in comprehensible words. Yeah. It feels
I
like...
went through a period like that, but it definitely had to do with the fact that like I went too deep on psychedelics.
Yeah. Nah, well, it's crazy because now my shit is meditation.
Yeah.
I was meditating in the pool right now.
I saw that. I saw photos of it.
Yeah. Like we were like, oh, dude, we should get a little meditation session in here. Because that's been what's been helping me the most. I got prescribed medication, but I didn't want to take it.
Thank you. Don't do it.
I
mean, some people, they might need it, but I'm not a huge fan of pharmaceuticals.
Neither am I. I'm like, I had a grandmother that took her own life. She was on antidepressants for years and all kinds of shit, Ativan. And like,
that shit makes it worse.
I just imagine that it masks, you feel like a zombie for a while, and then the come down has got to be brutal.
Yeah. Well, plus you get it like... A normal day, you get so used to it too. The normal day without it, you're fucked.
That's why I just want to sift through. I want to thug it out like a muscle. Like just get used to it.
Have you ever dived into the psychedelic world that much?
No, I've
never have,
because I don't smoke weed, and so I've never even considered wanting to get into like shrooms or LSD or any of that shit.
I actually think those are really good for you.
I hear that, and I feel like the only way I would even consider is if like I had no other option and I was guided by like a shaman or something. Yeah. Like I couldn't do that shit just to do it. And
you definitely could, but
I'm saying
you don't have to do 8 grams at once.
I don't have the balls to do it because I'm like, I don't want to lose. I don't want to alter.
You don't want to go crazy.
I just don't want to alter my current understanding of reality. And I want to induce consciousness through consciousness, like through my own doing. Sure. I don't want like an outer substance in order to like open up some shit that, you know what I mean, that I can't handle.
Well, a lot of the Native Americans or not even just tribal people from around the world would say you can't get to the next level without it.
Well, I mean, through meditation, I think you definitely can.
Yeah, meditation and breath work. I mean, breath work in the end, you get like a DMT trip. So DMT is the most potent psychedelic on the planet, and that's made by your brain.
I know. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why, like, I'd rather induce that shit through meditation.
Yeah. Well, the thing about psilocybin is the neural pathway growth that you get and the brain healing that it's showing to happen. Now there's a lot of studies now with psychedelics that even it's helping people with like dementia and Alzheimer's and all these other, it's all about neural pathway growth. Yeah. And like there's this drug called Ibogaine, which they're working on legalizing in Texas right now, but it's obviously you have to go to Mexico and do like a clinical thing with it. But it essentially remaps the outer layer of your brain and it gets rid of all of your addictions and all of your like, if you're depressed at all, antidepressant, all of this stuff, like it works with they're using it for like vets and stuff right now, but it just seems like pretty cool.
I mean, it's funny because I'm studying a lot of different.
I don't know how we got down this rabbit hole, but
because I don't know, but we are now. Well, it's crazy that we even brought it up because it's been a big part of my year. Yeah, it's been a big part of like who I am right now. Sure. Versus what you last saw.
Well, psychedelics helped me because did I know? Maybe I met you right after that. I was working. I had a psychedelic experience, and then I had this crazy ego death, actually because of it. And then like the next few years of my life were a little shaky, but I came out mentally so much stronger and kind of self-aware and more empathetic, and just I don't know, realized I was kind of an egomaniac for most of my 20s, and like
for sure
could have been a nicer person and could have done all these other things.
Most people are.
Yeah,
that's what I said. I'm trying to carve out the bullshit. Like I feel like everybody through influence and through all these outer humanistic sort of things people start to build an ego, and I'm trying to cut all that out. Like I told myself, the less that I have, I feel more whole.
Yeah.
Like I just want to get rid of everything.
And don't get me wrong, I still have quite an ego, but I can recognize it so much more now. Now I can go, oh, I see who's trying to drive the ship right now.
Yeah,
like we gotta cut this out. It's not about this.
Yeah, you look at yourself like, bro, you need to shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's just interesting to go down that path a little bit. Well, I'm glad you're here, man. I'm glad you're alive.
Well, thank you for inviting me over, dude. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're still crushing it.
I needed you over here, dude.
Oh, for sure.
I was like, Isaac,
I know.
come over.
I'm sorry. It took me a while, but I just got back in town. You know, I was out of town.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a crazy
Well, we're
week.
like about 30 minutes in. You want to do just a little longer and talk to me about how you got into photography?
1000%.
Yeah.
Let's keep it going.
Yeah.
Well,
usually I do an hour, but I don't know. Where
yeah, dude. But before I even get off topic, have you gone down to any of like the yogi rabbit hole at all?
Yeah. Well, I got really obsessed with Ram Dass. You know who Ram
Dass
Dass
is sick.
Yeah.
I'm on Sadhguru right now.
Oh, okay.
That's my guy.
Yeah.
I do his guided meditation every morning.
Sure. Man, I wish I was more disciplined in that realm for
Dude, I everywhere I'm telling you, I'm working on becoming meditative, not just meditating. Like
Yeah.
I'm literally cutting out every day I find myself cutting out a little more of the old Isaac
Sure.
and becoming like less and less.
I love that, dude.
Yeah. That's why
it's a coming of age story.
I'm
just kidding. I've known you for so long, dude.
Well, dude, it's funny because I've known Ken the same amount of time. Like I met Ken in 2018, and when he first met me, it was the funniest fucking shit, dude. We're at Gagosian Gallery. I forgot I think it might have been like a Damien Hirst show, and he
I
comes
saw his nutsack once.
Nice. Damien Hirst?
in person on a Rihanna set.
Damien Hirst.
Yes, Damien Hirst. So funny story. I worked on a GQ shoot with my old boss. Mariano shot it, but I was working with Rihanna. We were shooting Rihanna and Damien Hirst. You can Google search the cover.
Dude.
She's got all these snakes in her hair and shit.
What
and
the
so
fuck?
It was crazy because I didn't even know who Damien Hirst was. This was like 15 years ago.
Wow.
And fucking, we're on set all day shooting. This is an all day Vogue cover, Damien Hirst, Rihanna thing, right? And then maybe at 3 p.m. in the afternoon, he comes on set, Damien does, and he comes up to my old boss and he's like, oh man, I have this stomach ache. My stomach's hurting so much. My boss is like, oh no, like, I don't want you to feel sick. He's like, yeah, I think it's a cancer. And he lifts up his shirt and his nutsack is hanging over his pants, dude.
What the fuck?
I know, dude.
That is legendary.
I know. I don't even know if I should tell that story. But
Dude, I'm jealous. That's crazy. I wish I had that story.
Yeah.
Nah, you know, we share the same birthday.
really?
He was June 7th.
Yeah.
Me, him, and Prince are June 7th.
Damn.
Yeah. I met him.
I'm July 10th, dude. Not far off.
Not far off at all. Dude,
What are you,
yeah.
a Cancer?
I'm a Gemini.
Gemini.
I met him at Gagosian at his show. He signed a catalog for me. It was pretty
Did
dope.
you?
Yeah.
Remind me when we get off here. I got a couple other funny stories.
Oh,
But
dude.
I don't want to say them.
That
on
is
here.
so funny. That is hilarious. That's the funniest shit I've ever heard about Damien.
Yeah.
But
Well, he's a little fucking punk rock dude.
oh yeah. Well, you know, he's the most successful living artist
Yeah.
ever.
I do.
Ever. It's
I know.
crazy. Him and Jeff Koons.
I know.
Fucking.
They're so polar opposite too.
Oh yeah.
Sorry,
It's
I have
crazy.
one beer and I stumble through my words.
No, you're straight. You're so straight. Yeah, it's crazy. Him, Shepard, and Invader just did a fucking 3-man show in London.
Wow.
I'm so pissed that it's so far away.
Yeah, I saw Damien one other time at a framing house in London.
Sick. Yeah, I would love to have one of his pieces.
He's got that skull,
Yeah.
the diamond
Yeah,
skull.
for the love of God. That's what it's called. 20 million.
Yeah,
Super sick.
crazy.
Yeah, they scanned a real human skull, and then they made it out of I think titanium or platinum, and the only part of the skull that's real are the teeth. Those are real human teeth,
Really?
and it, all encrusted with diamonds. Yeah,
Yeah.
like VVS fucking high
And then
quality
that one
diamonds.
diamond in the middle.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, for the love of God, that's the
I'll throw it
best
in.
piece
I'll throw
ever.
it in here.
Yeah,
I like his butterfly shit too.
yeah. Those are dope. I really like the formaldehyde pieces.
Yeah,
like the
I've seen a
sharks.
few of them. I saw like the cow somewhere in London.
He's got one. I forget the title of it or what it's called, but it's what I imagine is a cow heart with dove wings and a dagger in the center. It
Really?
looks so biblical. It's crazy. Yeah, it's so dope. It's such a beautiful piece.
Yeah, and
But,
then Coons is pretty epic, but a little less my vibe.
I like Koons. I appreciate the work. I think I like Damien more because it pushes boundaries.
Yeah.
I like Kunz's sculptures for sure. I mean, the Equilibrium series is dope with the basketballs, balanced.
Did you ever see like the Play-Doh stuff they did?
Those are cool too. I think I might like the Play-Doh stuff more than the copper stuff.
Yeah.
The copper stuff are fun, but I
The
feel like there's so
balloon
much
animals
of it.
became iconic though.
There's so much of it though.
Yeah,
Like the
now.
Play-Doh, you don't see that often.
Yeah.
But I respect those guys, but like my guys are like, like Shepard. I love Shepard's work so much.
How do you feel about like the future of you? Like you see yourself doing like some more contemporary stuff like that? Or
I think I'm exploring. I think I'm open to stuff. I think I'm just trying to, again, like we'll see. I'm carving out all the muck, so the work might rapidly change, and it's always changing every year,
Sure.
But yeah, like I've been getting super, like I said, heavy into all this mysticism and meditation. And when Ken met me at that Hearst show, he goes, he comes up to me, he's like, "Hey, you're Isaac, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah, I've seen your work around. Like your work is dope." And we got to talking. He showed me his work.
Sure.
I loved it right away. And then after like a little bit of talking, he goes, "Hey, man, judging you off like Instagram, I would have thought you were an asshole, but you're actually really chill." And I'm like, "Well, thanks, dude."
Yeah.
And then
we've always vibes.
Oh,
From,
yeah,
like, the
yeah, for
second
sure.
we met, dude. That's
yeah.
why.
Shortly, after that we were locked in.
Yeah.
Like we've been into some shit.
Yeah.
We've got
I got out of here.
Yeah, I know. We've been into some shit, but and I feel like that's there's definitely been a big part of me that's egotistical, and I'm trying to like get rid of all that stuff.
Yeah, there's always you to be successful like in this realm that we are in right now. You have to have a strong ego.
Yeah, well, it kind of ties into the photography thing because you asked, how I got into that, and all my homies, I grew up around photography. I grew up around Esteban Oriol, who's, an icon to LA. He's a forefather of lowrider culture and tattoo culture and hip hop culture. He's plays a big role in that from LA, but globally too. And so I've always had a passion and obsession for photography. I've always had a camera in my hand. I've always shot things, whether it be little video clips and photos. I had to use photography as a starting point reference material for my artwork. I didn't take photography in college, but Photoshop I had to use photography. So it
And
went
then
hand
the
in hand.
whole world, photos are just part of the game now for everybody.
It's just a tool.
Yeah.
I look at it like a pencil. I sketch with it.
Sure. But you rolled in with rolls of film, so you're doing more than using it as some of my mutuals and all my closest homies who I no longer speak to at the moment, but all my closest homies were all photographers. Sure.
Every single one of them. I was the only painter. So to roll around with a big group of homies and I'm the only painter in the group, it set me apart.
Sure.
But I started feeling like, okay, you know what? All these homies are complaining about shit, and I'd always try to take them under my wing and guide them and get them involved, get them in shows, get them gigs, and I put a lot of those dudes in contact with a lot of fucking dope people and got them, working with a lot of different influencer or musician or actor or fashion person, whatever the case may be. And I tried really hard to push these guys. They were my crew, and I really wanted to see them succeed. Sure. And so I was like, okay, well, let me pick up a fucking camera and let me see how hard this shit is. Like, let me really see like what this shit's about. And I also too, at the same time, like I wanted a deeper relationship with taking photos. I didn't want to just snap photos on my cell phone. Like when I shoot on my film camera, I feel more present. Like I have to really be conscious about the shot that I'm taking because it's going to be the only time I see it the way I see it.
Sure.
And elements can interfere. All these things can interfere, but at least I know that I'm taking this shot with every meaning in that moment. Whether like a cell phone, I feel like it's so trivial. Mm-hmm. It's like shooting with film is being way more conscious. I feel like a cell phone makes you so unconscious.
Totally.
And I don't like that. So using film, it has a more analog, tangible, aspect to it that I love.
Yeah, same.
And it's exciting to wait for the film.
That's the best part.
My parents always talk about like, oh, in the 90s, you take your film camera, you go to a party, and you have to wait for a week for it to come back, and you're excited because you don't know what the film looks like. That's an exciting process.
Yeah, that shit's fun.
It's so fun. And then all my, closest homies shot on film, like, and I wanted them to teach me, and like I ran with it. And, I like doing it as a way to document my life in a more conscious way. So like when I die, people can look back at my film photos and be like, this was a different part of Isaac's life. This was like a real life photo dump.
Well, it is a time machine.
Oh, for
so
sure.
It's like there's something about that aspect that I absolutely love,
Yeah.
I love shooting film too, because I mean, you're literally capturing the light in such a different way, a unique way, and that light is like getting
It's rich.
burned into a piece of film.
It's
and,
rich.
Like,
Yeah.
that's why I love Polaroids too. It's like this was created by the actual light.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's funny because I'm starting to realize that through all this meditation stuff, like everything is just light and shadow.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Energy and frequency.
Everything is just light and shadow.
Yeah.
That's all this is.
Do you think we're in a spiritual war?
A spiritual war?
Yeah, on Earth, like this realm.
No, I don't think we're in a war. I think the purpose, as far as what I'm realizing, is to become so detached from all these worldly things.
Mm-hmm.
Only then can you really be connected to something greater than what we know.
Sure.
Only then can you find what is real and what reality really is.
Sure.
And I feel like we're born with blinders on, and our job is to take those out. Like people always talk about like, oh, we're in a simulation. And it's like, okay, the simulation is there's probably something very deep. I'm not a fucking yogi.
Sure.
I'm not a shaman. I'm not awakened. I'm not enlightened yet.
Yeah, it was
but,
like a few more years, a little gray hair.
yeah, right. But something inside definitely screams to me that there's something deeper, and I don't know what that is, but I definitely want to find out.
Yeah,
I
man,
find myself becoming more curious and seeking. It's funny. That's a quote by Einstein that always stuck with me, was that he says that he wasn't smarter, not verbatim, but he wasn't smarter than anyone. He was just more curious than the average human being, and through curiosity, he made great discoveries.
Yeah.
So I feel like you have to be a very curious person and be a seeker.
Yeah.
You can't be a believer. You have to be a seeker. Because once you believe something, you're just kind of like, I'm set on this, but it's like you want to know more.
Mm-hmm.
But you also, at the same time, you want to, in pursuit of seeking, you have to let go of stuff to gain. So you have to let go of an old you in order to gain a new you.
Yeah.
You have to get rid of old knowledge in order to gain new knowledge. And old knowledge isn't always helpful. Like you fill your brain with all this bullshit and monotonous things that have no value for you in the future. So you have to eliminate those things so you can invite new energy, new frequency, new wisdom, and that, you hold on to that.
Sure.
You take that with you and you grow.
Do you ever do Eckhart Tolle?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I listen. My dad loves Eckhart. Yeah.
Yeah, he's another really great.
I like Eckhart. I like Sadhguru. I like Osho. Osho's crazy.
Yeah.
Osho says some gnarly shit. And I love the way he talks.
He's the guy that was.
If you want to be happy. Like, he sounds so slow, and I'm like, I want to start talking like that.
Have you ever heard the clip of him going, it's like a government for the people, by the people, but the people are retarded.
Yeah, dude, it's so fucking crazy. Yeah, his vernacular is out of control, but he's dope though.
Yeah,
a lot of shit that he's
dope,
one of my favorite quotes by Osho, and I saw this years ago, and it really struck me because, a big part of who I am today is molded by an experience I had from my last relationship. My only relationship. I was with my ex for 4 years, and when we separated, it really shattered me in a million pieces. And I feel like I've been trying to put those pieces back together all these years. It's been a long time, but it's more not out of hurt, but out of trying to figure out, okay, how do I not make the same mistake?
Sure.
And I don't want to hurt anybody in the process, and I don't want to hurt myself. And Osho says, if you love a flower, don't pick it up, because it'll die and it'll cease to be what you love. and love is about appreciation, not possession.
Mm-hmm.
And that like really struck me because I felt like I was holding on to people and I needed to possess them in order to love them. And now I find myself loving people from afar. Like there's been a couple of girls that have come in my life afterward that I like fell in love with, but they just didn't work out because maybe they were on the other side of the fucking planet.
Sure.
And I'm like, okay, this isn't gonna work out, but I still appreciate them.
Sure.
And I'm like, that's nice to be able to love someone from afar and just put that out in the frequency, like put that frequency out in the world and be like, I'm still rooting for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think that's the best way to kind of go about it too. You know, like love is the answer in the end.
Oh, dude, it's crazy how powerful that frequency is. It's probably the most powerful energy that exists. Because, I mean, when a baby is born, what's the first...
This episode is brought to you by shopazara.com. Guys, I love looking good. I love wearing cool clothes. If you're looking for affordable, cool, trendy stuff, jump over to shopazara.com. They have everything from jackets to hoodies, to t-shirts, to personal Zara merch. It's a really swagged out place, pretty slick. Pop in there. Guys, Zara, pull up.
First thing they know is like they love their mom.
Yeah.
They're held by their mother. And that love exchange is the first human interaction. You know, baby comes out screaming and crying, but as soon as they get in their mother's arms, they're calmed down.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's crazy. I mean, love heals a lot of things, man.
Yeah.
You can they did these studies with these houseplants, and like some houseplants they would talk bad to and other ones they would talk positive to.
Yeah.
And the ones they talk bad to would do like not as good.
Yeah, you know what's crazy is because it sounds woo-woo and it sounds fucking retarded to a lot of people that, you know, nah, that's just bullshit. I don't believe in that. But I really think if people were to cut out the noise, sit still, and watch, they would see the world so differently.
Yeah.
They would see how energy exchange really plays a role. I mean, me and my homie Ken, we talk about this shit all the time, you know, because he's really tapped in spiritually too.
Sure.
And we're always, you know, it's, we don't really talk a lot about like dumb shit.
Sure.
We always talk about like, we reflect on like what our day or week was like. And then we dissect it and we go down into what do we learn from that, or what is this? Because we're always trying to grow.
Sure.
And grow.
That's great.
Yeah, like I feel like I try to grow in a way that benefits the people around me in the world. Sure. I'm not trying to grow for my own benefit. I'm trying to grow so I can benefit others.
Sure.
And share that light, you know, that lightful energy. I want to give that back. I feel like the world will benefit if I work on myself. If I work on myself and I'm growing.
They say that's the greatest gift you can give to anybody is working on yourself.
For sure. I mean, because if you're just one more shitty person in the world, you know, that can cause a lot. I mean, you affect a lot of people around you.
It feels like there is a slow but steady spiritual awakening, though, like a higher consciousness awakening. I hope it gets to us in time before this world falls apart.
For sure. I mean, you know, I think the world is going to come to its end eventually. Earth as we know it will have to start over. It's just a cycle. Yeah. I think I'm starting, you know, my whole anxiety comes from your fear of like death.
Really?
But it's like the death of like leaving people behind, not knowing what's going to happen next.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like I'm not done in this life. I still have a lot to do. I still want to take care of my parents. There's things that I have unfinished business here.
Sure.
I got to finish my business, and it feels weird because it's like, this whole thing that I'm going through, going down this meditative path, it's been like everything in my life for the last almost 30 years has been leading me up to this point. That's why I'm not looking at it as a negative thing. I'm looking at it as a blessing because I wouldn't be down this spiritual path had it not happened otherwise. Sure. And it didn't come from drugs. It didn't come from partying. It didn't come from like some tragic loss or something. It just came because I thought I was dying, and I'm like, holy shit. There's a lot of shit that I need to do.
Yeah, that's a wake-up call.
Like, I'm like, hey, you should probably work on yourself so you can leave something really great behind.
That's why 50 Cent actually kills it at life.
Yeah.
Because he thought he was going to die.
Dude, I love 50 Cent.
Me too, dude. He fucking kills it.
I love that how he's so chill and nonchalant, but he's also so gangster about it too.
Yeah, because he's been shot 9 times.
Yeah. You ever see that interview where someone's telling him like you hit me, I'm gonna get my mans to hit me, but I'm gonna say you did it and I'm gonna get double. 50's like, no. See, I'll take the same money that you would get, give it to the homies, and go shoot your shit up. Double time. But who tells someone that? And he says it so confidently though. No. Like what the fuck?
Yeah,
dude, that interview is my favorite.
I love him,
that
dude.
shit.
If you've never read it, you should read The 50th Law by Robert Greene.
Oh, send that to me.
It's
I'd love to check it out.
Good.
I'm reading autobiography of a yogi right now.
Are you?
Yeah. It's about Paramahamsa Yogananda.
You ever fuck with Terrence McKenna?
No.
No. You should listen to the book called True Hallucinations by Terrence McKenna.
Send me what you got. Yeah, I'm listening. I'm finishing autobiography right now, and then I got 2 books by Sadhguru.
That was like Steve Jobs' favorite book, the one you're reading.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's why my dad told me to read it. He was like, "Dude, read this shit. This is an important book." And I started listening to a lot of Joe Dispenza, and Joe Dispenza says that book changed his life.
Yeah, a lot of people do. Yeah.
I love Joe Dispenza's dope too.
I'm not sure who that is.
Dr. Joe Dispenza. So he had a thing happen to him when he was really young, and that kind of was the catalyst for his whole spiritual kind of
Awakening.
search. But he went to school for neuroscience, studied neuroepigenetics and
maybe I do know what you're talking about
and gene expression, all that shit. And now he's using meditation as a means to heal.
Sure.
All kinds of shit, dude. Like,
Sure.
check out Joe Dispenza. I'll send you some shit.
Yeah, I'd love to learn. Do you ever do like Waking Up by Sam Harris?
What is that? No.
Sam Harris. He's got his own meditation app too, but it's just all about consciousness.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what's going on.
I mean, Sadhguru is like really, really speaking to my core right now.
I believe you.
I'm like, I would do anything to just. It's funny because they say like, I was listening to a conversation when like, how does a disciple find a guru? And it just happens. It just like when it's meant to happen, it happens.
Yeah, Ram Dass talks a lot about that.
Yeah, and I'm like, dude, I would do anything for him to be my guru. And I'm like, dude, I will literally follow you because I want to be this. I want to become this.
Yeah.
This looks like a great way to live. Like was telling everybody that I took everything out of my room. I took everything off my walls. I have a couple, I have a dresser and I still have my TV in there, but I haven't watched TV in my room almost all year.
Yeah, I don't even have a TV at my house.
Yeah, I mean, I want to take it out.
I've got a 27-inch iMac though, so it does the Netflix if I need it.
I have a 99-inch TV in my living room.
Damn.
Yeah, so it's a movie theater.
Out.
Well, it's a movie theater, so I like.
Yeah.
I remember when I first got it, people would walk in, they'd be like, "Dude, what the fuck is this?" And I'm like, we wanted the living room to be like a movie theater.
That's sick.
So that's the only TV that I watch. Yeah,
just a 90-inch TV,
dude, 99-inch.
That's crazy.
It's massive. Yeah,
that's so big.
We got it on sale too, so it's sick. Clean ass Sony Bravia. Yeah, it's super dope TV. But I got into Joe Dispenza, Sadhguru. I got 2 books by Sadhguru I need to get into. One called Karma, another called Death. And the book Death is called Death for Those Who Shall Die.
Damn.
And it's like, damn, that I want to read this shit.
I'll have to check those out because I went down a path like that too. I love that shit.
Should check out his app, Miracle of Mind.
Yeah. I want to. But when we get off, I'm gonna get it from you.
It's so good. It's
because
so
I
nice.
do need to meditate,
dude. I think everybody should meditate. You know what's funny is I think people misconstrue the idea of or what Buddhism and Hinduism and Taoism and Zen, all those different things. I really look at all religions across the board, and I think they're all trying to achieve the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to achieve liberation. Sure. They want happiness. They want to be liberated. They want to be connected to God. They want to be connected to something bigger. And I think that if we were to become connected to each other, we'll reach God so much faster.
Yeah.
If through love, through happiness, through compassion.
I 100% agree. That's why I kind of brought up the spiritual war, because I feel like there's certain elements maybe that are trying to stop humans from connecting and actually acting with love. You know what I mean?
Probably.
But I could be wrong.
Probably.
I'm just saying. I like talking about deep shit like that.
Yeah, you could be right. I mean, I don't know, but I wouldn't put it past anything,
good energy, bad energy.
Well, I don't know if there's good energy or bad energy. I think energy is perceived as good as bad.
Really?
I think if you give certain energy power, then it can have power over you. That's why I'm really interested in meditating, because, you know, my whole thing is like, all right, intrusive thoughts, overthinking can really fuck you up.
Sure.
And that shit will get my heart racing. And that's the perfect storm for a panic attack. And now I'm trying to look at my thoughts without judgment. So I feel like if you just look at people and energy without judgment, it can't have power over you. How can you label something as something if it's completely unaffecting to you?
True.
You know?
That's a pretty yogi way to look at it.
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to get to that point where I can look at everything without judgment and not label anything.
Totally.
Things are what they are.
Yeah.
Death is just as
I think it's another beginning.
yeah, I mean, you know, it's just as existent as life.
Yeah.
You know, the only guarantees when you're born is death. That's the only thing that we share in common.
Yeah.
And I feel like if people realize that and start to cut out the muck, we'll become more connected and we'll reach enlightenment faster. You know, we'll reach liberation. I think people just want to end suffering.
Sure.
And I think a lot of the suffering is created in our minds.
Sure. Okay, one thing I want to touch on before I get you out of here, because we're almost at an hour. How are you feeling these days about AI?
It's another tool.
I know it's like crazy to bring it up at the end of that.
No, for sure. I mean, I feel like we totally skipped how I got into photography, but yeah.
We talked a little bit about
did we?
all
Okay.
your homies. And
Yeah, for sure.
we need a 2-hour cast and like some fucking coffee. and
Sick.
just
Yeah,
go,
we do.
dude.
Yeah, because
we'll get the next time.
Yeah, we can go down for days.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think AI is another tool. I don't support it as much as most people do.
Sure.
I think it's a useful tool. I think we could do a lot of interesting things with it. But I fear that people might become so reliant on it that it might take the things about human beings is we create things and we become when we're left to our own devices, it turns on us and it fucks us up like a cell phone. It could be such a useful tool, but it's caused so much damage. Social media is such a useful tool, but it's caused so much damage. Things tend to cause damage because they become abused. Anything can become abused. Too much of anything is bad.
Yeah.
The only AI I really support is Antonio and Isaac. That's the only AI I support. Those are our initials.
I was gonna say,
My dad,
AI.
yeah, my
I
dad
thought
and
maybe
Tony.
you guys were doing some kind of AI
No,
together or something.
no, it's funny. Me and my dad joke about that. Like, we want to do a show called AI because it's our initials.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, that's the only AI I support. But I think it's an interesting tool. I think you could do. I mean, I've used ChatGPT a couple times.
I love it, dude.
But I think
Dude, how else can I keep up in an email? You know, like she's.
yeah. I mean, I think
I'm pretty retarded in that aspect.
But see, that's the thing. I think we're falling short. AI is going to. I fear that AI will steer us in a direction that won't allow us to unleash our full potential.
Yeah.
I feel like, okay, if you want to be able to keep up with emails, force yourself to keep up with emails.
Yeah.
Don't rely on the AI.
It's more about just sounding intelligent.
For sure.
Instead
But
of-
I feel like if you read more, you would.
You're right. I would if I just improved my spelling and
For sure.
kept going.
I think intelligence is it's equated in a way that's not most people understand. Like people think, oh, you have to be intelligent to do rocket science or some shit. You could be intelligent as fuck, but not know science.
Sure.
You don't have to be a mathematician to be intelligent.
100%.
I think intelligence comes from wisdom and comes from experience. And if you're open and willing and seeking enough to recognize, become more aware,
Sure.
you can then grow and like you can become more intelligent. I think there's different. Sadhguru teaches that there's different kinds of intelligence. There's like genetic intelligence. Why do you have your same nose as your like great grandfather? Because genetics is that intelligent. So you have genetic intelligence. You have your mental intelligence. And I think AI again is a tool, but it can't guide us.
Yeah.
It's a tool that we have to use to carve, to perfect.
I think that's the perfect way to say it. We can't let it guide us, but we can use it.
Yeah, and a lot of things guide us. Government, politics, social media, money, all so many different worldly aspects of things. They become this thing that we fall into. We fall into this trap, and we're following it.
Sure.
Whereas it should be following us. We should be in charge. We should be in the lead.
Totally. I think it is opening up too for like going back to like film and stuff. Us, the younger generations, kind of appreciating tangible things and being like, oh, I want a painting by an artist that is a human.
Yeah, you don't want some like AI.
Yeah,
shit,
you know what I mean?
Well, it's funny because I think, again, like when the whole NFT thing was going crazy, it's like, you know, I think people, again, they didn't understand that it wasn't about art. It was about money.
Yeah.
It's a stock, essentially. It's a cryptocurrency. So it wasn't about the art making. And I really didn't see the value in getting into it.
Yeah.
And money's cool, but I feel like that's not in my cards.
Yeah.
I really do feel like I walk along a path of faith and I trust the process.
Yeah.
And I think the older that I get, the more money that I make and the more that I lose it, I find that money is not important.
Sure.
The only thing important is right now, the people that I'm with, the energy exchange, the love exchange, my family, my friends. I feel like, you know, life around you, the plants, the animals, the air, all of that stuff is far more important than
when you appreciate those things too, your life feels so much better than when you're like high on like getting a new iPhone or something. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
like I wear my watch because it's just
I saw
something that
that
I
thing
decorate.
when we
You know,
walked
it's
in,
just a decorative thing. But I don't really hold on. I'm not attached to it in a sense of like I can get rid of it.
Sure.
And you know what really changed my perspective on that is after I had that whole fucking panic attack initially in January, like 3 weeks after, I was on my way to pick up my dad from a dental appointment, and he was on like anesthetic, so he was all loopy and shit. On my way to pick him up, like 5 minutes away, dude, my 2 tires popped, my brand new fucking car, 2 tires, and I got that shit taken care of. I got home, lost my house key. When I got in the house, my earrings were gone, $7,000 earrings.
Damn.
And it just felt like something was trying to tell me something. I was like, all right, this is what I got from it. I was stopped in my tracks. Something down the road wasn't for me. I needed to pause. My mind was racing. That told me, all right, sometimes even in chaos, when something seems bad, that stillness is what matters.
Yeah.
You'll get to what you need to get to when it's necessary.
Sure.
The key felt like symbolic that I had to get rid of an old key and get a new key to unlock new doors in my life. And the earrings felt like it was reminding me nothing that you have in life truly belongs to you. Anything can be taken away from you.
Well, fuck, dude. That's beautiful to look at it like that.
Yeah, that's how I felt like something was teaching me a lesson in one fucking day.
That's crazy. Well, man, it's beautiful to see how much you've grown. It's been a while, but
yeah,
I really love this Isaac.
Thank you.
So, do you want to tell people where they can find you? We're about an hour in.
Yeah, you can follow my OnlyFans at Isaac Pelayo. No,
I was like, let's go.
After just going on this fucking spiritual tangent, you can see my dick on OnlyFans.
Dude, that's so funny.
Yes. Hey, I the only thing I can't get rid of is my humor. That's gonna be hard. Sadhguru says you got to be playful about life.
I love comedy.
Yeah, comedy heals for sure.
Yeah,
laughter is, you know, it's crazy, dude. You know what Isaac means, right?
No,
it means he will laugh in Hebrew.
Oh. That's cool.
It means laughter.
I love
Hebrew.
that.
Yeah.
You ever fuck with Kill Tony?
Kill Tony is hilarious, bro.
Let's
I love
go.
Kill Tony. Yeah, dude.
I'm trying to go to Austin and sign up just to make an ass out of myself.
That should be so funny, dude. I fucking love Kill Tony, dude. Yeah. One of my favorite guests is Ari
Maddie.
Ari Maddie, dude. Oh my god, I love that
Dude,
shit. That bit where he's
best.
talking about like being homeless might be dope.
I actually, maybe I'll cut this out, but I was gonna have David Lucas on the podcast.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I'm talking with him right now.
Dude. Get him on the podcast.
I know.
He's fucking
It's
hilarious.
all about timing.
That other dude too, the motherfucker with the rocks.
Oh, Cam Patterson.
Dude, I love him.
He's on SNL now.
I like rocks. I just think it feel real good. I love that shit.
I like rocks. Or he's like, yeah, I like rocks, but I ain't retarded.
I ain't retarded, but I like rocks.
Yeah.
he's like, I got this one outside. Yeah, they just feel real good.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, comedy definitely heals for sure.
Laughter is a great medicine. It's a great medicine.
Well, dude, thank you so much for coming through.
Oh, thank you. Yeah,
I want to
of
go
course.
hang with you by the pool. That's why I think.
Oh, let's hop in the koozie. I want to show you my book.
Yeah, I'd love to
And
see it.
you got your book. I got my book.
You want me to look at it on the pod?
Oh yeah, go for it. Check
Let
it
me see
out.
what's going on here. So
Tell
how
me-
long?
tell me what
I'll
you
ask
think.
you some questions about it.
All right, yeah. Tell me what you
Damn,
think.
this is a nice little zine, dude. I mean, it's definitely more of a book than a zine.
I mean, it's very Frank 151 ish. But
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, y'all can find me at Isaac Pelayo on Instagram, and then you can find all my other socials there. And Isaac spelled ISAAC, Pelayo's PELAYO.
Damn, this is sick, dude. You should do these every year.
I'm trying to do them quarterly,
Yeah.
like drop for a year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then you should sell the digital version on Patreon and make a fuck ton of money.
you can help me with that. I'm also trying to curate where I interview people and I put them on the cover. And then I do like a 10 to 20 page spread of them, like just me following them around and taking pictures of their like regular. That's you know who that is?
I believe so. I can't remember his name, but he's crazy.
Dude, Rashid?
Yeah.
I love that you just fucking brought him up because he's the first person that I want to interview. I was just with him yesterday.
What is he from? I can't remember. I recognize
He's
him.
from New York.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's in the Griselda camp. That's my fucking guy. Like literally, like I just had this whole conversation, this whole hour I just had with him.
That's crazy.
Like in Vegas at Complex Con.
These are fucking sick.
That's
dude.
my fucking he's like a mentor. I love it, right? It's great.
Boutte.
Super fucking thick.
I love.
Shout out to motherfucking Rashid. That's my fucking guy. He is literally like my modern day guru.
These are all sick, dude.
Thank you. These are all shot on my Yoshika T4.
I have that hat.
Do you?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's what's up.
I wore the fuck out of that hat, actually.
That's Shane Murphy. That's Eddie Murphy's daughter to the right.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we went on a couple dates, but I realized that she's used to a different lifestyle than me.
Beautiful. This is.
But she's great. Yeah, that was a live drawing session that I led at my homie. My homegirl's tattoo studio, Enigma.
I recognize this guy.
That's the homie Ken right there,
There he is, dude.
looking mighty spiffy in my gear, if I don't say.
These are cute.
Thanks.
He's a pervert. Just kidding.
A spiritual pervert, but
I don't think there's any. I mean, you know my work.
Well, I want this book to. I feel like I was aiming for like if you read the whole statement in the beginning, it talks about like my influence. Too. Do you really? Get the fuck out of here,
I've
dude.
been buying your
Sick.
shit. You don't even know.
I don't know because I don't do my fulfillment.
I didn't think you did. It's fun.
Dude, that's awesome.
I tagged you.
I gotta get you some,
I have this really
bro.
sick
If I
photo.
didn't, I'll get you some gear. I got you.
It's all right. I got a book for you one of these days.
You can keep that one.
I would love to. You gotta sign it though.
It's already signed.
Is it?
Yeah, in the front.
Oh yeah, it is, dude. Let's go. You gotta date it though.
I could. Well, it's also says
You
2025.
gotta go. 2Max, I love you. No, I'm just kidding.
Maximiliano.
These look amazing. I think we should get off the podcast.
For sure.
Damn.
It's time. You know why the cover is a baby chicken?
No.
Because the title of it is Pollito. Pollito is my childhood nickname.
Chicken.
Yeah, baby chicken.
Polito. I love that photo.
Yeah, super sick, right? I took that at a animal feed place. But this whole like project is really about like my life photo dump. It's not about like me trying to curate it in a certain way. It's like you're literally following me daily. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think this is really cool, dude.
Thank you. Thank you.
In fact, I think there's a lot of room for like growth. I think you have to keep doing these.
Oh, I want to. That's why it's like they're in chapters.
Because your 30s are coming.
Dude, I know. I'm
And
going to
my
be 30 next
30s
year.
were wild too. Like you're gonna love your 30s, dude.
Well, that's why I'm like excited because like I feel like this whole spiritual shift is preparing me for my 30s. Because my 20s have been a fucking wild ride. I've gone through a lot.
My 20s were a movie, dude. It was insane.
Dude, I've gone through so much in the last 10 years. It's fucking ridiculous. It's insane.
Well, let's go talk about some of it in the hot tub. I
Yeah.
love you so much for coming.
I love you
Tell
more,
the people one more time. What's your IG and shit?
At Isaac Pelayo.
You guys already know.
You can find all my other socials in my bio.
Guys, shout out to my sponsors, Hazed and Azara. GetHazed.com. ShopAzara.com. I love you guys. Bye.
Nirvana means in Sanskrit, blow out. breath.